I won't draw with perspective, but it will place it in the front. So I really need to then open up my layers panel. So then I would just pull it down the layer stack so it's sitting behind all the other layers, and now it places it there as if it is the sun setting. So let's choose a nice orange colour for the sun setting behind our building with stars falling on it. Now if I select the ellipse tool and I select one of the planes, it will draw it in perspective though. So you'll notice that I can draw circles in perspective as well. So have a little play with that. Not all tools are supported in perspective. Obviously, if I select this plane here, for example, and choose something like the eraser tool, that's not going to be supported in perspective. So have a play with the primitive shapes and some of the other elements and see what you can come up with drawing in perspective with the perspective grid tool. And if you want more information about what's supported and what's not supported, you can check the wonderful online help for more details. The real power of the perspective grid becomes apparent when you start placing artwork into the grid. And rather than actually drawing the grid, a more common workflow that I use personally is I prepare the artwork and then bring it into the grid. And I find that a lot easier than drawing in the grid, which can be a bit awkward. So if you want to follow along, open Perspective Grid Superhero Start, and you'll see that I already have a perspective grid set up. By the way, I can save my perspective grids by going to Perspective Grid, Save Grid as Preset, and I could call this Marvel Superhero